You just lost 40% of your brain power. Every time you switch between tasks, your cognitive ability plummets by the equivalent of losing an entire night's sleep. That email notification you just checked? It'll take you 23 minutes to fully refocus on what matters. You're not lazy or incapable. You're trapped in a system that's quietly sabotaging your potential. The myth of multitasking isn't just hurting your work. It's rewiring your brain, costing billions, and keeping you from the success you deserve. Today, we're exposing the hidden cost of multitasking that no one's talking about and the revolutionary approach that's changing everything in 3 steps. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you went 30 minutes without checking a notification? Look around you. Slack messages ping while you're on a Zoom call. Emails flood in as you're trying to complete a report. Your phone buzzes with notifications as you attempt to focus on a critical task. Sound familiar? This is the reality for 72% of today's workforce. People who report feeling pressured to multitask daily despite mounting evidence that it's destroying our ability to perform. The mythology of multitasking runs deep. We celebrate the person juggling multiple projects, praise the parent managing household tasks while working remotely, and glorify the executive fielding calls between meetings. The data tells a different story. Multitasking cuts productivity by up to 40%. This isn't just personal inefficiency. It translates to a staggering $650 billion annual loss to the U.S. economy. Here's what happens inside your brain. When you jump between tasks, your prefrontal cortex, the command center for complex cognitive work, must rapidly deactivate the rules for one task and activate the rules for another. This neurological gear shifting creates a response selection bottleneck that slows mental processing. The result? A cascade of productivity killers, 23 minutes lost to refocusing after each interruption, a 10 to 15 point drop in functional IQ, reduced memory formation, and creative thinking. This isn't just about missed deadlines or forgotten details. There's a deeper human cost that rarely makes headlines. I know because I've been there. 3 years ago, I was juggling 10 different projects, constantly switching contexts and working longer hours than ever, yet accomplishing less. I was the poster child for multitasking, and I was burning out fast. But within this crisis lies an opportunity. I discovered a counterintuitive truth. The most productive people aren't doing more things simultaneously. They're doing fewer things with complete focus. What I'm about to share isn't another productivity hack. It's a fundamental shift in how we work. A 3-step system that's delivering remarkable results for those willing to challenge conventional wisdom. The data is clear. Single tasking, the practice of giving complete attention to one task before moving to another, is transforming workplaces that have implemented it systematically. For example, a 6-month-long multitasking study revealed that productivity could increase by 150% if organizational multitasking is reduced. None of the organizations involved in the study had a productivity improvement lower than 13%. Single tasking isn't about working harder. It's about working in alignment with your brain's actual capabilities, notes Dr. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work. Let's break down the 3-step system that's revolutionizing how we work. Step 1. Task batching. Imagine your brain as a computer with limited RAM. Every time you switch contexts, you're forcing a complete memory flush and reload. Task batching eliminates this cognitive drain by grouping similar activities together. The technique is simple. Rather than responding to emails throughout the day, you designate specific time blocks for email processing. Instead of jumping between creative and analytical work, you batch similar cognitive modes together. According to published research, this approach eliminates the 23-minute refocus period that follows every interruption. For someone experiencing just 5 interruptions daily, that's nearly 2 hours of productive time reclaimed. At major technology companies implementing task batching protocols, teams report completing complex projects in 40% less time, with significantly fewer errors and communication breakdowns. Your immediate action step: identify your 3 most common tasks and assign specific time blocks for each tomorrow. Start with just 1 day and document the difference. But there's a deeper issue that task batching alone can't solve: our diminishing capacity for sustained attention. Step 2. Focus sprints. Sustained attention is like a muscle that can atrophy with disuse. The good news is that it can be rebuilt through deliberate practice. This is where focus sprints enter the picture. They are structured periods of undistracted work followed by brief recovery breaks. The most common implementation is the Pomodoro technique: 25 minutes of completely focused work, followed by a 5-minute break. This approach creates boundaries that make starting easier and finishing inevitable. What's particularly compelling is the neurological impact. During focus sprints, the brain enters a state of flow, where performance peaks and time perception shifts. In this state, creative insights increase by up to 430%, according to 2024 research from the Flow Genome Project. I actually made a video about it. You can find it here. In controlled studies at Fortune 500 companies, departments implementing focus sprints completed quarterly analysis reports in one-third the time, with fewer errors and more innovative approaches to complex problems. Your immediate action step: try 3 25-minute focus sprints tomorrow on your most challenging project. Use a timer, remove all distractions, and observe not just your productivity, but your relationship to the work itself. But there's still one critical threat to the single tasking system: the environment itself. Step 3. The Environment Optimizer. The final component addresses a fundamental truth. Willpower alone cannot overcome an environment designed for distraction. Research from the University of California is sobering. Even having your phone visible on your desk reduces available cognitive capacity. Whether it's on or off, face up or face down, the mere presence of potential interruptions taxes your brain. The distraction firewall systematically eliminates these drains on your attention. Physical environment optimization, creating dedicated spaces for deep work, digital environment control, blocking distracting websites and applications during focus periods, social environment management, clear signals to colleagues about your focus periods, notification elimination, ruthless pruning of alerts that fragment attention. Where this has been implemented, creative professionals report not just productivity gains, but significant improvements in work quality and innovation metrics. Microsoft's research division documented a 28% increase in complex problem-solving capacity, 64% reduction in reported stress levels after implementing distraction firewalls across their development teams. Your immediate action step: for your next important task, place your phone in another room, close all unnecessary browser tabs, and communicate your focus time to colleagues. Experience the difference in both productivity and mental clarity. What's particularly compelling about these three components is their cumulative effect. Implemented together, they don't just improve productivity, they fundamentally change your relationship with work and technology. This video has revealed the multitasking trap and its true cost: 40% lost productivity, reduced cognitive capacity, increased errors, and skyrocketing stress levels. We've also seen the promise of single tasking: 150% productivity gains, enhanced focus, and reclaimed mental freedom. But this isn't just about productivity metrics. It's about reclaiming agency in a world designed to fragment our attention. It's about producing work we're proud of instead of just checking boxes. It's about having the mental energy to be fully present for the people and pursuits that matter most. I understand the pressure to keep juggling. When 72% of your colleagues are multitasking, swimming against that current feels impossible. But remember, research shows only 2.5% of people can effectively multitask. The odds are overwhelming that you're not in that minority. What matters is recognizing the truth about how your brain works and aligning your approach accordingly. Concentrate all your thoughts upon the work in hand. The sun's rays do not burn until brought to a focus. Alexander Graham Bell. Focus isn't just power, it's freedom. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to this channel and joining the Momentum Memo, our fortnightly newsletter. Link is in the description. Thank you.